makes me love you. I'm thinking about you.
Hey, what is going on, everyone? It is David Palmer, the Leo King, and we are here live for spiritual dance music for the new moon in Sagittarius for November 25th into 26th of 2019. If you've never watched the show before, this is where we spiritually channel the astrology to you on a new or full moon. We do this every 2 weeks when we have these, and we channel it doing the astrology, then I pull the tarot, and then we channel it all live into a dance music mix with people all around the world. We love doing this show here on highvibe.tv. If you've not checked out highvibe.tv, please check our website out. And we have amazing apps on iOS, Android, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV as well too. And we're also on Amazon Fire. But we have so much awesome free content, awesome free apps. And then if you want to subscribe and be a member, you get all the exclusive daily, weekly content from all of our amazing people on there, including all of my daily video horoscopes, my weekly horoscopes, my deep astrology at the full version, and of course, my sun sign horoscopes, and the weekly tarot, and the weekly intuitive. There's a lot. There's a lot going on High Vibe. I'd love for you to check it out and be a part of highvibe.tv. Now, this is a new moon before Jupiter leaves Sagittarius. This is very rare. This new moon with Jupiter in its home sign, and it's here at these last edges of Sagittarius into the great, I guess you could say the known, since Sag is all about knowing, the galactic center, where we are going in the universe, or maybe even where we come. But, you know, I want to say this. Jupiter's moving into Capricorn next week, right after this new moon, and we do just now have on highvibe.tv my exclusive for highvibe.tv to purchase individually or in a bundle, my Jupiter in Capricorn videos. Jupiter's Fate is what I'm calling this series. You want to find out what's going to happen with Jupiter in Capricorn. This is not just a basic Jupiter Capricorn for your sign. I go into how it's going to be hitting Pluto for the 3 times, how it's going to be conjuncting Saturn in Aquarius at the end, how it's going to be making aspects with Neptune, how it's going to be making aspects to, even during the Venus retrograde that's coming in Gemini with the North Node, and the node shifting, and the eclipse with Jupiter, and Jupiter with the square to Mars as it retrogrades in Aries. So there's a lot, and how it affects your sun sign. Make sure you go check it out right now into the paid video section on the website, highvibe.tv. You just can click on either one, and it will give you the option on your sun sign or your rising sign, or if you want the whole bundle for your, you want to check up on somebody that you like, or your friend, or your mom, or your brother, or whatever. It's all there if you want the bundle. We discount it so you can all 12. They're long videos, so check it out. Anyway, this new moon's so special because it is a time in our life where there is unlimited possibilities in our life, and we have to see the hope. This is the one last shot before we come into 2020 about where you are at with your hope in your life. And I know that, I've been talking a lot about this major portal. There's so much going on about this major shift. But the real thing really here is, where are you sitting with your hope for the future? And it's time where you're going to realize that there's not a lot of backtracking. It's like we have to really go forward and we have to believe. It's like these years that we have been through this decade have all brought us to this new moon moment here in Sag. Whether or not we're going to believe with all these things we learned this decade and go on the greatest quest of our life. And this is truly where you have to believe, and you have to be willing to open the doors, and you have to be willing to go into this. We got Mars in Scorpio. We got Jupiter. So we got a lot of dignified energy right now. We got Mars in its home sign of Scorpio. We got Jupiter in its home sign of Scorpio. We got Saturn in Capricorn in its home sign. We got Neptune in its home sign. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy in its home sign. And I think that it's very important for people to know that with this aspect going on, this is huge for us. With the sun being in Jupiter-ruled sign, and Jupiter's in dignity, the sun's happy here. This moon, it's happy here. This is a benefic energy. And with Venus that has now just shifted out of its conjunction with Jupiter, which, by the way, coming into this new moon during the dark moon phase, we did not have Jupiter and Venus conjunct in Sagittarius like they did on Sunday and into Monday in the last Jupiter and Sagittarius phase. So you would have to go 24 years back to even look at and see if that was possible back then. So these are extremely rare moments in our life where it's about accepting where your galactic path is. If you've been doing the work, if you've been aligned with spirit, it's clear. You can see the magic in front of you. And you have to believe in this magic now, and you have to be willing to take, I would like to say, the risks. Because even though Jupiter is about hope, we got Saturn in its home sign of Capricorn meeting up with Pluto here in 6 weeks. I mean, this is insane. We are now, with this new moon, stepping into an extreme fate train, because of the fact that a solar eclipse is going to be the next moon. On top of Jupiter on Christmas Day. Here on the West Coast, it'll be on Christmas Day. For everybody else, it'll be the 26th. So you got to realize that this Christmas is gnarly. And here it is. You got to set yourself up with your hopes, your positivity, your optimism. You have to see your future, and you have to believe in it, and you have to let go of doubt. And you have to see that these were amazing blessings the universe has brought us. And if you're not happy with the blessings that are right in front of your life right now, it's like Capricorn's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, we're already way farther than halfway through the trip of Saturn and Capricorn. If you're not happy at this point, good luck, kind of going all the way back to nowhere. You know what I mean? There is something to say about, you've had a lot of options of where not to go, and whatever at this point left was gone. It's gone. But at this point, what's in your life is what you're here to deal with, believe in, and move forward with. And of course, you can add on to this. This is the last week of Jupiter in Sagittarius. This is a new moon in Sagittarius, so we're going to spend this whole lunar cycle till the eclipse on Christmas of adding on to the plate of what we can in our life to bring more hope, more optimism, and the life that we want to go for and take a quest on. And with Neptune, that after this new moon, right after it hits, comes direct. Neptune has been in a very weird space, right? It's been retrograding, and it's been retrograding at the 15-degree mark, exactly halfway through the transit of Neptune in Pisces. So This is major aspects about spirituality, about connecting with your true soul self and having to believe. And you have to believe in this higher calling, and you have to believe in where the magic is. The magic is showing up. We could be confused because there's so many options of it, but you have to be willing to believe. I know it might sound so cheesy, but it's a lot like Walt Disney having to believe in his ideas of Disneyland and all these things and all the movies that he did and all that. And whether or not you go to it. And he was a Sagittarius, there's something to say about that. There's something to say about Frank Sinatra and just owning the big visions that he had. There's something to say about, I was just going to bring up, what's her name? She's kind of been out of the news lately. Gosh, I went blank, but, Scarlett Johansson, one of the highest paid actresses of all time. And her visions for herself as an actress, she's a Sagittarius. And she believed. So, there's something to say about when Sag comes into its big energy of expansion. It's through belief. It's through hope. It's through knowing this. And this is a major moment in your life to where, are you going to let the magic happen? Are you going to see what you've already been through this whole decade, including, if you want to include the most potent spot, which was 2018 at the very beginning when Saturn had entered into Capricorn and we had a Mars retrograde in Aquarius. We had Uranus enter Taurus. We had Chiron enter Aries. Like, this was all the shit that needed to get weeded out in 2018. And at the beginning here of 2019, when all the planets were direct, and we're getting ready for all the planets to come direct again. With Neptune coming direct during this new moon, all we're waiting on is Uranus, okay? So it's like go time, all right? And a lot of dots are trying to connect right now, and it's important for you to know what's there, and if you feel the magic, you see the magic, explore it and open it and believe in it, because with Venus at Capricorn now and Mars this week as well during this new moon in Scorpio, it's trying to seed some very serious, deep-rooted things into our life, very karmic, and if you're going to deny the karma, if you're going to deny the beauty, if you're going to deny what you see, and you can, there's very, very little things out there that you can actually see a beautiful future for. Anything that you can't see a future for, like,
You want to get deep?
back away and just move towards those things where you see the pieces of reality that come together that meet with your vision.
Once in a while.
I think that's super important. Let's take a look at the cards real quick.
Why is it that every time we run into each other, the only thing we do is talk about yourself?
I just stepped in the room, 1, 2 step, hit a bass, go boom. I done told you I don't wanna get rude. Drink something, everybody get loose. Ooh, I just stepped in the room, 1, 2 step, hit a bass, go boom. I done told you I don't wanna get rude. Drink something, everybody get loose. Ooh, I just.
All right, everyone, we are back for the tarot reading right now. Let's see what is in store for us for this new moon to get a better look. I just want to say that, remember, folks, this is the last week of Jupiter in its home sign, and it comes into fall position in Capricorn. Make sure you check out those Capricorn videos available at highvibe.tv. All right, let's see what we got for this next lunar cycle, this next month. We got a lot to seed in our life, a lot to open up to. First card we got is the Sun card reversed. So things that are not in alignment with our true consciousness and our true essence of our heart and our self are having to go. The unconscious parts of ourself that really hold us from the beauty of who we are within. It's so important for us to come into a place right now where we only align right now and bring the joy, the pleasures, the positivity that align with our true self. You know, the Sun card reversed is things that are just not of our highest good, that are not of our true conscious self, and that deny us of that true space. of our positivity, or even toxic things that we think that are positive but really are negative, really can be a block for us right now. But there's something beautiful about the Sun card, even in reverse, that this is all trying to align us with our true authentic spirit and self and our true consciousness of who we are. And this brings up a lot when it comes to, allowing ourselves to be ourselves, our true selves, and not try and be something that we're not. We also got the Strength card that comes after it in reverse. So to get that reversed right after that is, strength is not something of this willpower or might at this moment. I think that what's going on if we're not going to be in our true authentic self, if we're not going to go approach and play with life, we're not going to find the strength to move on in life or to have the hope or to have the grace. The Strength card is a card of grace. Strength is graceful when it's got its raw energy and power, used in a way for good and used in a way that is, I guess you could say, I don't even want to say trained, but that is in alignment with the purest form. So this is a time where we have to align with our purest self, because we will not be able to move forward truly into this in our best way if we're in line with things that just don't feel like who we are. And we also cannot deny ourselves of those true things, right? Because the Sun card reverse and the Strength card reverse could be afraid. Could be afraid of what's in front of you that is the energy that is you. And it's like terrifying because there's something about it that it's easier to kind of deny yourself of this. Our challenge card that we got is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Again, we got all reversals coming up right now, and this reversal is definitely saying that we all are lacking this understanding of where we're going. Where's home? Where's foundation? Where's the groundwork to be at? I think a lot of it is start with the groundwork of your true self and get rid of all the fears, all of the mental things, all of the rules in society, all the things in how that the world works that would block you from moving into something is your truth. Like, this is a time for you to truly go for the belief and what is yourself. And if you know that, that's the groundwork to lay from. That's the foundation in your life to come from. We then got the King of Wands as the overall, the future outcomes. And it's in reverse. Again, another part of ourselves when it comes to romance, when it comes to our creativity, we have to step back on our real throne. And we cannot be afraid of whatever is that. We have to know our true self. And other people are not going to... I've got a deep feeling from this when we were doing Deep Love Tarot tonight, and now it's showing it here with this new moon, that there is something about us stepping into our deepest and true selves that we can't worry about what anybody thinks. We have to do what is necessary for our true authentic self, and the people that are aligned with that are there, and you can't get weird about people being people, and you also can't be weird. And I said this recently, that there's this ownership about people, and it's like nobody's anybody's. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to go with whatever feels in alignment with you and the project or the relationship or whatever that you're in. That's all that matters. Everything else doesn't matter. The rules or what other people will think, or will it cause this or that. Like, you've got to go with what is in your true alignment. That's the ultimate test of belief and also of the sun itself. And our spiritual advice that we got is the Five of Wands upright. Don't be afraid of conflict. Wow. To get spiritual advice, Five of Wands, conflict? Yeah, it's going to be conflicting. But it's a test to see if you know how to step into yourself, because the conflict is not as major as you think it is. It's minor. It's like you're overwhelming, and you're creating your own drama about what other people and what other things are going to come at you. You're creating the drama by even attaching to that. Like, don't let it. It will go away fast. All you got to do is step into your true authentic self. These things, if you're like afraid to step into something because you're like, oh, this might create drama, and I hate this, or I really love this, and it will create drama. So what? I dare you. Spirit's daring you. That's how you step into your true authentic self. That's the true test. I will pull one card for relationships in general. And we got the 9 of coins reversed. So, there is a sense that we can't feel like we can't do things alone. We have to know that we can do things alone. But it's not about that we have to just be alone and be by ourselves and not have relationships. It means that you need to know the value of yourself deeply and how to connect in this world and use that energy of yourself in this world and find only in relationships where those people know their sovereign selves as well as you do. It's going to be a very powerful time. And this is the part where I turn down the music and I'm going to say a simple prayer for us. I ask Spirit to come through right now for this new moon in Sagittarius and to bring all of your beautiful love, Source and God, through all the angels, through all the architects of the universe and all the guides that have been assigned, that have chosen to be here to assist us through your support, through your acknowledgement and your love, to help us believe, Lord, to help us step back into our true authentic self and to ride this beautiful, beautiful, amazing gift and blessing called life that you have given us to the full extent. For us to get out of inhibiting ourselves and holding ourselves hostage to our true self, for us worrying about what other people think, for us worrying about anything that is denying us of our true being and our true, amazing, loving self. I ask you to help remove these blocks for people. I hope that you, Lord, step in with all of your beauty and your love and your might to help us step into the quest of our lives. As I know that during this season of this lunar cycle that you are bringing in one of the most radical changes in the universe. And I ask for you to help people ride the beautiful wave, to step forward with the people that are aligned with each other so we all go on this quest in the most beautiful way, and to have people not be afraid of what alliances look like, of what anything looks like, except for just it being from the true space of the true heart and the true nature of us being in true connection to you, Source, to you, God, for the full love. And that's what it is. It's full love. And I ask for you to help people find that. And I ask for you as well to give us that extra love and support through us learning through the hard notions of ourselves that we put on ourselves. When we deny ourselves of what is true and loving and beautiful in our life, because we have let the mind, because we have let outer fears, we have let the world dictate what that should look like. Thank you, Lord. Amen. All right, if you've never watched the show before, we are going to go live. We are in the chat, believe it or not, and we channel this thing live. Like, this is no joke. I'll put up a little music there. Like, it is really a live show, and you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure that you hook this up to some speakers. Make sure that you spread this out right now. We got a couple hundred people in here. Usually this show, we're popping in the 500s or more. Love to get a lot of people into this. It's the new moon time. It's time to go. It's going to be an awesome show. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of highvibe.tv. Please share this. Please share our network. Please share the apps. Please update your apps so we can send notifications to you and you allow them. So please update your apps on iOS and Android. Truly appreciate you all. Love you all very much. And we will see you live in the mix right now. Let's go.
One evening I was in a parked car and a policeman came up to the car, opened the door against my wishes, made a pass of the ashtray, said, "You're under arrest for what? Marijuana." I said, "What marijuana?" He reached in his pocket, pulled out 2 joints I'd never seen before, half joints. Never seen before, half joints. I'd never seen before, half joints. 2 joints I'd never seen before, half joints. Then the judge, instead of giving me bail as I was entitled to for appeal, held up a book that I had been writing and said, "Your ideas are dangerous, I'm not going to give you bail." Why? All the models, all the philosophers, and all the men that I think have really liberated humanity have all done their time on the outside. I want to get back in. I think I've only emerged.
People think that the best way to escape war is to dwell upon its horrors and to imprint them vividly upon the minds of the younger generation. Upon the minds of the younger generation. Upon the minds of the younger generation. Minds of the younger generation. The younger generation. The younger generation. The younger generation. grisly photographs before their eyes. They fill their ears with tales of power. They
wants her body, but her body's nobody's.
I know you just can't believe you can't take your eyes off me.
Jolene.
I know you just can't believe you just give me everything.
I probably push my nervous system as much as any human being living. I've taken LSD over 500 times. Or 500 times. I've taken LSD over 500 times. Taken LSD over 500 times. LSD over 500 times. Living, I've taken LSD over 500 times. Living, I've taken LSD over 500 times. I've experienced.
Everybody wants her, 'cause she's a star. Everybody loves her, she's so bizarre. Everybody's looking at her, everybody's running for her. Everybody wants her body, but her body's nobody's.
$1 million. $1 million.
You can't take your eyes off me. I know you just can't believe you just give me everything. I know you just can't believe you can't take your eyes off me. I know you just can't believe you just give me everything.
In the early 1960s, the CIA began Operation MK Ultra. They were trying to find the perfect mind control weapon through a psychoactive drug known as lysergic acid diethylene. Lysergic acid diethylene, or LSD. The CIA knew very little about LSD in the 60s. It was invented in 1947 by Dr. Albert Hoffman.
Jolene.
Seems to be loneliness, and loneliness killed my world. How could you guess when you're only thinking of yourself and how you look to other girls? Happiness seems to be loneliness, and loneliness killed my world. How could you guess when you're only thinking of yourself and how you look to other girls?
states and the human situation like a nervous system. We're all in touch. I think the problem has been that we're not out of touch with each other. We've got to use technology to get. We've gotten out of touch with each other. We've got to use technology to get with each other. We've got to. I think the problem has been. Our avowed aim is, of course, to bring down the American Empire. Completely materialistic, completely devoted to the pursuit of automobiles and television and, of course, metal and steel power throughout the planet.
Happiness seems to be loneliness, and loneliness killed my world. How could you guess when you're only thinking of yourself and how you looked at other girls? Happiness seems to be loneliness, and loneliness killed my world. How could you guess when you're only thinking of yourself and how you looked at other girls?
I'm 75 years old. In fact, I believe that I just now died.
Happiness, 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 happiness. How could you guess?
What about one of those blue pills? Yes, she has. What about one of those blue pills? Yes, she can. What about one of those blue pills? Yes, she can. What about one of those blue pills? Yes, she can. What about one of those blue pills? Yes, she can. What about one of those? You got it? Yes, she can. What about one of those blue pills? Oh,
When a week ago today, Mr. Speaker, I asked the House to fix this afternoon as the occasion for a statement, I feared it would be my hard lot to announce the greatest military disaster in our long history. I thought, and some good judges agreed with me, that perhaps 20 or 30,000 men might be re-embarked. But it certainly seems the whole of the French First Army and the whole of the British Expeditionary Force north of the Amiens would be broken up in the open field, or else would have to capitulate for lack of food and ammunition. These were the hard and heavy times to which I called upon the House and the nation to prepare themselves a week ago. The whole root and core and brain of the British Army, on which and around which we were to build and are to build the great British armies in the later years of the war.
the fuck? What the
I probably push my nervous system as much as any human being living. I've taken over.
This is London Court. Here is a news flash. The German radio has just announced that Hitler is dead. That Hitler is dead. That Hitler is dead.
Sacrament is a visible object which is a key to the inner divinity, something which helps you find God. For those of us in this country who use these sacraments in our worship, they play the same part in our religion as the aids to worship in other religions. We feel that we are entitled by the Constitution of the United States to pursue God in our own manner, and we are working through the courts to assure that we can do this. To assure that we can do this.
Now under the influence of LSD.
Sing the sound.
I didn't think it. I didn't intend it to come. Let me say, If I intended to cover up, believe me, I'd have done it. You know how I could have done it?
Situation like a nervous system. A nervous system. We're all
basic matters. Think to yourself, question authority with your friend. Question authority with your friend. So just don't obey authority until you figure it out.
bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole is.
the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. Freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children, my four little children, four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
I am C-3PO.
Most people come back to most people and say, there's only one word you can use. Wow.
Perfect. Well, Doctor, I wonder if you could send up a little extra medication. I gave it to Mrs. Lincoln. Yeah, she has it on her desk. I said, wait to get it up to your course? No, I'm in my office. She got it? Yeah, she has. What about one of those blue pills? What about one of those blue pills? She has. What about one of those blue pills? She has. What about one of those blue pills? She has. What about one of those blue pills?
up all night, take the next flight.
Program to bring you a special news bulletin. Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air, President Roosevelt has just announced. The attack also was made on all naval and military activities on the principal island of Oahu. Take you now to Washington.
Stay up all night. Stay up all night, take the next flight. Stay up all night. Stay up all night.
This is a journey into sound. This is a journey. This is a journey. This is a journey. This is a journey. This is a journey into sound.
Quit while you're ahead. Take my advice, pal. Quit while you're ahead.
Take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deeply you are.
Commencing system check. Travel. Unknown. Mid-range.
base level.
And this is my house. And in my house there is only house music. But I am not so selfish because once you enter my house, once you enter my house, it then becomes our house and our house music. And you see, no one man owns house because house music is a universal language spoken, understood by all. You see, house is a feeling that nobody can understand.
Have inflicted upon the Germans great defeat in open battle, man to man, man to man, man to man. Our air offensive has seriously reduced their strength in the air and their capacity to wage war on the ground. Our home fronts have given us an overwhelming superiority in weapons and munitions of war, and placed at our disposal tide has turned. The 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 free men of the world are marching together to victory. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and of Almighty God, the blessing of Almighty God, the blessing of Almighty God. All beseech the blessing of all. Let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
We are the free and unconquerable people. We are the free and unconquerable people of the United States of America.
I wonder if you could send up a little extra medication. I gave it to Mrs. Lincoln. Yeah, she has it on her desk. I said, wait to get it up to you. Up to your quarters? No, I'm in my office. Has she got it? Yeah, she can. What about one of those blue pills? Yeah, she can. What about one of those blue pills? She can. What about one of those blue pills? She can. What about one of those blue pills? She can. What about one of those blue pills? Oh, we can give that to her. She doesn't have that. I'll bring her. She doesn't have that. She doesn't have that. Doesn't have that. Have that. She doesn't have that. I'll bring her. What about one of those blue pills? Oh, we can give that to her. She doesn't have that. I'll bring her right up.
On Friday evening last, I received His Majesty's commission. To form a new administration. It was the evident wish and
This is a journey into sound. This is a journey into sound. This is a journey. 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 The journey. The journey. The journey. This is a journey. This is a journey. This is a journey. The journey into sound.
home, and I feel lost inside. There's a clock counting down what's left of time. When you're alone, it's easy to hesitate, like a gun listening to your heart break. I'm taking a long way home, where everything's
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man. Minds that are to our minds as ours as the beasts in the jungle, regarded this earth with envious eyes, and slowly and surely drew their plans against us. In the 39th year of the 20th century came the Great Disillusionment. Near the end of October, business was better. The war scare was over. More men were back at work. Sales were picking up. On this particular evening, October 30th, Crosby Service estimated that 32 million people were listening in on radio.
Because over the years, the music's brought something out inside of me. It's just like the part of me which wants to do magic, wants to drive cars fast, wants to jump off cliff edges or whatever. That part inside of me is been brought out, and that comes out on stage.
Some days just don't feel right.
prison now because
in the early 1960s, the CIA began Operation MK Ultra. They were trying to find the perfect mind control weapon with a psychoactive drug known as lysergic acid diethylate, or LSD.
a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Being taught from childhood to think of war as a glorious exercise and death in battle as the noblest fate for man. There is a nation which has abandoned all its liberties in order to augment its collective strength. There is a nation which with all its strength and virtue is in the grip of a group of ruthless men preaching a gospel of intolerance and racial pride, unrestrained by law, by parliament, or by public opinion. In that country, all pacifist speeches, all morbid war books are forbidden or suppressed, and their authors rigorously imprisoned. From their new table of commandments, they have omitted, "Thou shalt not kill." It is but 20 years since these neighbors of ours fought almost the whole world, and almost defeated them. Now they are rearming with the utmost speed, and ready to their hands is this new lamentable weapon of the air, against which our navy is no defense, and before which women and children, the weak and frail, pacifist and the jingo, the warrior and the civilian, the frontline trenches and the cottage home, all lie in equal and impartial peril. Nay, worse still, for with the new weapons has come a new method, or rather has come back the most brutish method of ancient barbarism, namely the possibility of compelling the submission of races by terrorizing and torturing their civil population. And worst of all, the more civilized the country is, the larger and more splendid its cities, the more intricate the structure of its social and economic life, the more it is at the mercy of those who may make it their prey. Now these are facts, hard, grim, indisputable facts, and in face of these facts, I ask again. Grim, indisputable facts, and
Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason and plot. I know of no reason why the